Thank you for tuning in to another week, another segment. I'm your host, Onney, the CEO, and you are plugged into Outside the Box. Today, I have one of my sisters from my soul tribe in the building, and I can't wait to introduce her. So I want you guys to buckle up your seatbelts because you're now plugged in, tuned in, tapped in to Outside the Box. I'm so excited to have you all back with us for another week. And without further ado, I want to introduce you guys to our next guest. She is a singer. She is on a reality show, and she's doing big things in Houston. So without further ado, I want you guys to give it up for Miss Sydnee Jane.
Thank you. What's up, H-Town? Hey, Onney. Thank you.
Hey, baby. Thank you for coming to
No
Outside
problem.
the Box.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Yes. So I know you're a singer, and I know a few things about you, but I want to give you an opportunity to introduce yourself and tell our viewers and listeners a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so this will be the synopsis, just real quick. I'm a singer, songwriter, actress, visual artist. So I do graphic design, painting, also make jewelry, and yeah, that's the most of it.
All right.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
Thank you.
So how long have you been singing?
Since I could talk.
Since you could talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Started off in the church, you know, the traditional story. Started off in the church and went rogue, basically. So.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, that's
You
pretty
found
much.
your own voice there. Huh?
My mom was real big on like education and stuff, so I was like, I want to be a singer, and she's like, you need to go to school for that. So she got me tutors and vocal coaches, and I learned how to read music, sing opera. I went to Carnegie Hall, and
You
did all
just
types of
dope
stuff.
all the way around,
Aw,
huh?
thank you.
I just love it. I love
I'm
it.
well studied.
Yeah. Yeah, well
study my
studied.
craft.
So I see that you're actually a part of the Hustle and Heartbreaks reality show.
Yes, my Hustle and Heartbreaks fam. What's up, y'all?
Yeah, what's up, y'all? Fam. They're my people, too.
Right?
Yes. So how did that come about?
Let's see. So Rocky is a part of the production crew, and Rocky was actually in my band, like in the past. That's my girl. She's so freaking smart. But she knows how to play almost every instrument. She's a biochemist and everything else.
Okay.
But I met her at Mediatek here in Houston, and they were working on a movie, and she ended up helping me get a song placed on this movie, an independent film. And then, you know, just keeping good relationships, cultivating them and things like that. And then we link up later down the line, and she's like, oh, I'm doing this reality show. You should, you know, be on it. So she introduced me to Shauna and loved Shauna. She loved me. And so that's how it happened, basically. Really, really organic. Came out of nowhere. It fell right in my lap.
Best things come organically.
They do.
They're not forced.
Exactly.
They just flow.
Exactly. In flow.
And flow.
There we
And
go.
flow. Most definitely. Now, what was your aha moment when you decided to step out of the box and do your music the Sydnee Jane way?
Ooh, the aha moment. I probably have had a few of them because, you know, as you grow, you transition, you know, you level yourself up and, you know, you become greater and bigger, you know, on the inside. So I don't know. I think the most recent one I would say, aha moment, is just like, you know what? I really want to let people know like what I'm on in my personal life. What I was understanding was that there was sort of a disconnect between people understanding who I am, because my personality is, I'm low key, but my artistry is really like, you know, out there.
Yeah.
It's very expressive and everything. And I was noticing like people were having a hard time understanding who the person was behind the art. So
right.
this time around, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just put who I am out there, my full self, my spirituality, my walk, and all of that, and put that into my music. And now I can feel it. Now my own music is therapy to me. You know what I mean? So
Right.
that was kind of my most recent aha moment.
So you mentioned your spiritual journey. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Because you know I'm a spiritual.
You sure you want to
know.
get that deep, girl?
Girl,
I
this
know
is
we
the
soul
show
tribe
for
and
it.
whatnot. You know,
This is the show for it. Okay.
All right, so let's dive a little bit.
Let's dive a little bit.
2015, my dad passed. I actually found him in his apartment. He was struggling with some issues, alcoholism, depression, things like that. My father actually came out to us and told us that he was gay after a while. He was married twice and married for like 15, 20 years almost, and he came and said, I'm gay and I have an alcohol problem, and he also had HIV as well. So anyways, just going on the journey with him taught me a lot about myself. And then he passed, and like I said, I went in, I was looking for him because he used to send me good morning texts all the time. I didn't get my good morning text. I'm like, where my daddy at? You know what I mean?
Right.
So I went over there thinking he just went on a binge drinking thing or something, like some normal shit. And then I went and knocked on the door, didn't answer. I had to pardon my French. I had to break into the house to get in there, and then I found him slumped on the couch. And I'm like, oh my God. So cried my eyes out and all of that, and I realized like I already had some friends that were kind of on their walk too, so they were encouraging me and giving me little jewels here and there on how to deal with emotions. One in particular, I can't remember the name of the video, but I don't know the name of the guy, but it was called the 5 Afflictive Emotions. And so I started learning about that and how to handle my emotions, and I got into crystal healing and candle work and isolating myself, just kind of like going inward, you know, because you know, that's the only way to deal with things like that, especially
right. It's
a
like
father.
the dark night of the soul.
Yes.
That's what we call it. For
Right.
those that don't know, look it up.
And I say I live in the dark.
Yeah.
I'm the light, but I live in the dark.
I'm just going to pass you a little lighthearted.
All right. Thank you.
Because listening to your story just definitely reminded me, you know, I found my brother the same way.
Oh, I'm sorry.
October 8th last year.
Oh, wow.
So
That's more
it was
recent.
really hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, I definitely, my heart goes out to you for that, because finding, you know, your loved one deceased is never, you don't get a chance to say your goodbyes, and you always question, like, if I would have showed up a little bit sooner, would I have been able to do anything?
You know what, in this situation though, my dad, he did so much in his life. I mean, he worked at the Capitol in Austin. He went to UT and graduated. He was married twice. He experienced men and women, you know.
So he lived the full
tongue
life.
in cheek, but I was like, you know what, he had a full life. And it would be selfish of me to want him to stay here in this, you know,
right,
ghetto earth.
Right. Right.
So that kind of gave me peace. He was cremated, actually, so my sister and I got to go see him, like in a wake type of situation. And we was actually sitting there making jokes. My daddy was very lighthearted. You know, he had a great spirit. He was jokey.
Yeah.
You say, ooh, you sick, girl, like, you know, funny, cynical type jokes. So I saw him there, and I'm like, that's not even my daddy. That's just a body. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that kind of gave me the peace to kind of move on. We also, me and my sister got these little it's the shape of a heart, but it's wings, and they put his ashes inside of it too.
Oh, okay.
So I took that and put it on my altar, and I said, I'm gonna give up something. I stopped eating meat and never turn back.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's dope.
Thank you.
So now that, you know, you're doing a reality show, you're still performing live, you're creating new content.
Shouts out to Hip Hop Late Nights.
Okay, shout out to that. So what do we have to look forward to?
Of
from
course,
Sydnee
new
Jane?
music. I want to get into some acting. I'm trying to do some more placements and stuff like that.
You know, I'm a casting director
you're-
for film.
Girl, I started at Ensemble Theater at 12.
You know, I did plays. I wrote plays and produced plays at Ensemble Theater too.
Holla at me.
You know,
Holla at
hey,
me.
we
Holla
plug in.
But yeah, getting into that. Pretty much doing my graphics, painting, doing some more designs, some nose ring stuff, and jewelry, all of that.
That's dope.
The world is my oyster at the moment.
Do you have a support team behind you, like a machine, or are you just manifesting in your own space?
I would say manifesting, but the team is building. And it's actually people that I've already known, and we just kind of came together. Shay and Dre, I've known them for a while. We haven't worked together, but, you know, now recently we just started, merging. It was a natural
May
type
your
of thing.
vibe attract
Shouts
your
out
tribe.
to Solo, Jatan, Taylor, you know, everybody that's been looking out and working with me and believing in me. I appreciate y'all and all the support and love, and that's real. Y'all know my heart, so it's what's up.
Now, I did a little research. You know, I'm digging and I'm nosy.
Go ahead, let's go.
I saw a while back that you actually featured on BET 106 in Park.
Shouts out to Nitty Southern Heat. Yeah, I did.
So, can you tell me, like, what that experience was like?
It was nice. Let's see. So I did an audition here. Shouts out to Amy Miller too. She was on the panel of judges and stuff. But yeah, we did an audition here at TSU, and then they selected us. So then we flew out to New York and got to be on the show. And one thing that I did realize, and for y'all at home, I know you know, y'all may not realize this, but these sets are like, well, this one is actually a real set. So I can't, y'all, it's popping. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
It's nice. But there is like you walk to one section and it's like just a curtain, and then you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like sham kind of a little bit, the production behind of it. So it's like sections, but when you look on TV on 106 in Park, I thought it was like all a whole big big thing. But it was tight. They had the viewers there, like a live studio audience. Tierra Marie, she was one of the hosts, and Terrence and B.O.B. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's very exciting. See, I was doing my homework, girl.
Thank
I
you.
was doing my homework.
I appreciate that.
So I have a few other questions for you. Now, have you had any pivotal moments on your musical journey that you reflect upon that has helped build character, that has been a big part of character building on your career?
That's a good question. I mean, everything is par for the course, to be honest. I pretty much try to, they say learning your lessons so you don't have to go through the hard lessons, seeing the small things in life to remind you of what you need to know so you don't have to take those long routes, those karmic those karmic situations. I just got out of one, but moving on. So just kind of like learning the simple things and trying not to have to go the hard route. Yeah, like looking outside and, I don't know, seeing the sky, remembering, hey, I'm here, I'm present in the moment, I'm enjoying, not worrying about things, that type of thing.
Now, being in your light and functioning in a male-dominated industry, have you had any challenges with that?
Maybe initially, because I was on some weird stuff. Like, I was on the alien thing and Jane's World and robots and dressing up and all types of stuff. And at the time, people weren't really ready for that. It wasn't, as popular. So, yeah.
Yeah, it comes. But, when you find your own voice and you do what's natural to you, your tribe, your vibe will attract your tribe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And so that's pretty much what happened. I started, instead of pushing my art forward, I started just letting people see my personality. Because I'm like, people like me when they meet me in person. And I'm like, it's a disconnect. I'm not getting that same energy with the music, so I need to tie them together. So bringing it back to what I said earlier, basically just showing my personality more so people can connect with the music and where I'm at with it.
Now, what advice could you give other brown girls? Well, just people in general. But I'm just shouting out to my brown girls because, you inspire me. There's definitely a light about yourself. So what advice could you give other individuals or artists that are looking to branch off into the music industry?
First and foremost, know yourself, love yourself, set your boundaries, do what feels good to you. That's pretty much simple and plain. Everything else could fall into place after that.
Now, do you have any, upcoming events in February that we can listen out for?
Oh, I don't have any to say yet, but y'all stay tuned to Hip Hop Late Nights and Sydnee Jane, and we will be posting and definitely letting y'all know what's up.
Yeah, okay. That's what's up. Now, you actually have your own website, and that is SydneeJane.com.
Yes.
So
I do websites too, y'all. So.
Oh, you do? Did you do your website?
I did my website.
That is dope.
Thank you.
She the plug.
I know how to do a few things.
This is a nice website. So you be sure you guys go to SydneeJane.com. You can read about her. You can tap into her. You can also, I'm sure there's a link there. There's her mailing list. You can get on her mailing list so that you can also get content from her as well. She also has a YouTube page that you guys can go to and see her content. Make sure that you subscribe, like that page, hit the bell notification so you can be notified when she's releasing new content. She also have a Facebook page. It's Jane's World. Yes, Sydnee Jane on Facebook, and on Instagram, she has It's Jane's World. So make sure you guys follow that, and she'll be posting content from Hustle Heartbreaks. She'll be posting content about when she's performing next and different things as far as what we have to look forward to from her.
You know what? I didn't answer your question fully, the one about the men in the industry.
Yeah, girl, come on.
I'm sorry about that.
Let's get that tea.
It's not really tea, but just basically just being myself, knowing who I am as a woman, and not faltering, never dripping, never dropping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just staying on note with it, not compromising. Because you'll meet some type of guys that maybe are on something else. But what I can say is that the men who are legitimate and who actually have something going in the industry, they don't come at you like that.
Right.
And if your talent is solid, you're not gonna get that.
Dope.
So I can say that I've been in a favorable position to where I haven't had to experience that. I've met more like brothers and father figures than people just trying to sleep with me. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. Now, do you have Do you have a tribe? Because I'm asking this for me.
Go ahead.
Do you have a tribe here locally that you congregate with and fellowship with, as far as your spiritual journey is concerned?
I do. I have a few friends. Shouts out to Jatan. Definitely on the spiritual journey too. She was the first person that actually read my tarot, and that was right after my dad passed too. So that was like a real emotional moment for me. But now I have tarot cards, and I have friends everywhere, in person, and then also online. Shouts out to Sun and Hachi and all of that.
Yeah.
They be looking out.
No, you definitely have a new friend in me.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to elevate and vibe, get in the knowledge. You know what I mean? Learn ourselves and progress and get over these karmic situations.
For sure. Well,
that's another day.
I want to thank you for just taking the time out and coming. Now, do you have any children or?
I don't. Well, I have animals. I have snakes and rabbits, and turtles.
Hey, a lover of all things beautiful.
Yeah,
a lover of all things beautiful. Yeah, so I thank you for coming and sharing just few snippets of your journey, for letting me get in your business, for coming on my platform so I could introduce my people to you.
Thank you.
Because I think you have, a lot to look forward to. I think that we have a lot to look forward to from you. Of course, we'll be plugged in, tuned in, tapped in to Hustle and Heartbreaks.
Yes.
And definitely I'm on your YouTube page checking out that behind the scene footage.
Thank you. Shout out to Tony.
Yeah, shout out to Tony. Tigger Pat. Yeah. With the Heavy Rotations magazine.
Right.
Y'all check him out as well.
Already.
So, I'm not gonna hold you. I look forward to having you again on the show.
Thank
I know
you.
you're
It's
gonna
been
be
fun.
releasing some new content.
Yes.
So when you get that new content ready, be sure
Come
to look
holler
me
at
up.
you. Yeah.
Please do.
Okay.
I would love to, premiere it here on Outside the Box.
Oh,
for
awesome.
our
Thank
viewers
you.
and our
Okay.
listeners. We're also on Hip Hop Streets live stream music app. So
Yes.
we're in Ghana. So hopefully they can,
beautiful.
be all the way over there with
Okay,
it.
I love that.
Yeah. So
Nice. Okay.
Thank you. And I want to thank our watchers, our listeners, and our subscribers for joining us again on Outside the Box. Again, I want to remind you guys that we are on multiple platforms. So be sure to check us out. We're on YouTube, Google Play, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Hip Hop Streets live stream music app, SoundCloud, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, Pocket Cast, and you can also find us on Facebook.
Y'all are in the mix, okay?
Yes. I'm your host, Onney the CEO, and you are Outside the Box.